Alright guys, this is just going to be a quick video response to a YouTuber called PompeyGamesRoom or PompeyGamesRoom. I'm not really too sure how to pronounce your name, mate, I'm very sorry. But either way, his question was, what's your favourite game that others can't stand? Now, the two games that he mentioned, well, one of the game that he mentioned was Sonic 3D on the Sega Mega Drive, and his original video was in response to another video YouTuber, which I can't remember his name, I do apologise, but it was originally a rant about Sonic 06 or Sonic the Hedgehog for 360 and PS3. Now ultimately I think that most people are going to state games that are remakes or reboots or change of direction for series, such as in Sonic 3D. They took Sonic in a different direction, and people are just going to say, I couldn't stand it, I really didn't like it, because it was basically a change of direction. Humans are creatures of habit, and if something changes, naturally we're not going to like it. But another game series which I think would be a really good example of this would be Golden Axe Beast Rider for the Xbox 360. People just went straight out and slammed that game before even giving it a fair chance as a game in its own right, simply because it wasn't the same as the old Golden Axe games. I've said this before on my channel, and I'm going to say it again. With games, with games, people are not appreciating them for what they are anymore. They're letting glitches get in the way of their opinion, and they're not looking past the small things and looking at it as a larger whole, and just really appreciating the time of effort and the small amount of fun that you can get out with pretty much every title. As far as I'm concerned, there isn't really such thing as a bad game unless it is broken to hell, such as in the case of Leisure Suit Larry box office bust. That could have been a good game had it worked. Okay, I sounded a little bit hypocritical then, but I hope you get the gist of it. I'm dragging off. Basically, I'd look through my collection and I was thinking, what games have people got really vicious towards me for liking? And the only game that I could really find was a game called Too Human for the Xbox 360. Now this game is hard to describe. It's almost dungeon crawler-esque, but it's based on 4 levels and it's a hack and slash. It's based on Norse mythology, and I absolutely adore it. It's got 4 levels, much in the style for Left 4 Dead. You play through them, it's kind of different every time, and basically you just go around grinding the levels. They get more difficult as you level up, and you're basically just grinding to find better equipment constantly, and I really enjoy the format, and people who slam this game also enjoy that format. The only major problem that people seem to have with this game is the fact that when you die, you instantly get brought back to life. But to do that, you have to watch a 30-second long cutscene of a Valkyrie coming and picking up your character. But your character doesn't really lose a lot for dying, and you spawn back in the same place. I don't see what the big deal is. If you don't like it for dying, get better at the game. Here, I'll give you a quick example of the gameplay, because there's a couple of other flaws that people point out which I think is ridiculous. Okay, here we go. I hope you can see this alright. It's been a while since I set it up from this camera angle, but this is my character. 50 hours gameplay from it. Absolutely adore it. I'm sure it says how long I've played it for somewhere. Oh, there we go. It said it there. Playtime 57 hours, so clearly a fan of the game. Just going to load up any level so I can give you an example of why people are flacking this game, and hopefully give people an insight who have never played it before a chance to go and buy it for themselves, because it really is fantastic. Not to mention the fact that you can pick it up cheap as chips now. Wait for this to load. Right, one complaint people have is that you attack with the joystick. I'm not sure why that is such a massive problem. There are other games that have done it in the past, such as Fairy Tail Fights on the 360, Blade on the, I think it might have been on the PlayStation 1, possibly the PlayStation 2, but it has been quite a long time since I played this, but there are combos you can do with the sticks. I think it's quite a unique style of play. You get used to it. That's all I can say. Right, and I'm just going to get myself killed here so you can see the death cutscene. When I eventually die. There we go. Right, this is the problem everyone seems to have with the game. This small feature is what makes everyone dislike the game. And that's it. I don't understand it. Exactly where I left off. The enemies I killed are still dead. Everything is just exactly the same as when I left off. I mean, what's not to like? It's based on Norse mythology. Mythology? You get what I meant. It's done in a cyber style. I think the combat's great, you just need to get used to it. There's a bit of a learning curve. If you play with someone who's higher level, you are going to die a lot, but you get that from any dungeon crawler style game. I mean, I just don't understand what's to hate, but I mean, everyone's entitled to their own opinion, eh? I'm just with the opinion that I think people should give games more of a chance and an opportunity to shine these days. I mean, I've been playing this character for 57 hours, and I'd say 20 hours of that was learning how to play, so I just think you need to give it a bit more of a chance. I'll tell you the one thing about this game that is very much a crime, and I'll read it from the back. Begin the saga of Baldur's Quest in the first instalment of a thrilling trilogy of cybernetic gods, mortal men and monsters. Trilogy! Whoever made this game, what is it, Silicon Knights? You need to get on the sequel to this. What are you playing at? It even states that it's a trilogy on the back of the game. Can you see that? I know people give it flack, but there are people out there like me who adore it. Get back on it. But yeah, so 2 human would be my answer. Great question, as usual. I'm going to plop his link in the description. Cheers guys, enjoy.